Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape. Changes for Boston. Minot's checked in, and it's Simons in for Brown. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Guard spots filled by Morant and Jerome. Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's MP in at the 3 slot.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Tatum. The layup off target.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 14.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And that's a high percentage shot for Simons. He loves that corner 3.
Here's MP. No good from 18.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Boston making a switch here. Garza's checked in. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's White. 9-point game his last outing. Tatum, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 6 points for Jason Tatum.
On either side of the pick and roll, Tatum is a real threat.
Clark kicks to MP. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Garza. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just...
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Memphis out in front. They lead by 11. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. And it's Smith, and it's Minot in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. MP against Simons. Another miss by MP. Celtics trail by 9. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
Yeah, he's more than capable. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Kevin, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Smith, the pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. The flush by Tatum.
Those improved handles of Tatum, that's a big part of his growth.
Jerome passes to MP. Memphis moving it around. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 7. Smith on the wing. Carries it from three-point range.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
MP inside. He's covered by Brown. MP, no good. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say turning our attention to that first half for the Grizzlies? They find themselves in a close one.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult.
And that is it for halftime.
And as we get into this just making a change here. MV's checked in. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. We've got Edey. MV out there with John Morant. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Richard the dynamic John Morant. He is an absolute fan and broadcaster favorite.
I'm trying to think of a more exciting player than John Morant, and I'm coming up short. John doesn't just make plays, he makes memories.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Austin making a switch here. Maynard's checked in, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Austin making some changes. Simons, he's checked in for White, and Smith subbed in for Pritchard. To the middle, stolen by Jackson. And here's the break. Lobbed up there for Clark. That's Clark with the jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Tatum passes to Simons. Good, it's Tatum picking up the assist. Simons has got 7.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
Pass to MP. .107 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Now here's Morant for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Morant's got 11 points in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Simons from outside. That shot off the mark.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's MP. Minot pulls it in. Minot's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. MP inside. Covered by Simons. Clark dishes to MP. MP strong inside.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Pass to Minot. And a miss there on the triple. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Anthony Simons. He's out there with Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Clark. Lays it up and banks it in. Clark's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Grizzlies. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs? Oh, up top to Jaylen Brown.
And that's something that should really get Brown going. Alley-oops like that really help the momentum.
Here's MP. Blocked by Brown. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. And Memphis also making a switch. Morant's checked in. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. MP, no good.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
He comes it down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
MP up top, guarded by Tatum. MP passes to Jerome. Lock at 6. Tries from 10. The Grizzlies with another miss. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum! Tatum from 3.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. MP. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And they get it back. Now Edey. Here's MP. Here's Jackson. Shoots the 3. Fires the 3. It's good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. And you don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Now White puts up the 3. No good there.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
MP inside. White's there. They push it up for on 3. Oh, the one-handed hammer.
The emergence of Brown as a #1 scoring option has been so much fun to watch. He has earned a lot of trust from his coaching staff.
Here is MP. White pulls it down. And here's Boston. They're on a 12-3 run. Now Brown. Tatum outside. To tie it up. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. A near